first kill here I got was because my opponent ran past my corner without checking it. He didn't slice the pie. I got the second kill by slicing the pie myself, and my opponent was not really looking at the corner there, but looking down the hallway, so he didn't have his sights trained on me, and I was able to surprise him. And I killed the third one only because he was running with a sniper rifle while I had an automatic weapon, and I was able to pull my weapon up first. I probably should have been slicing on that doorway as well, but I wanted to rush to that left corner. So I'm going to explain in a little bit of detail exactly what I mean by slicing the pie. I don't have any military training, I'm not an expert, I'm just interested in this stuff. I read about it, I watch videos, I play games, but I think it's a pretty important concept, and you should be doing this all the time when you're playing games like Insurgency. With games that have third person, it's not as much of an issue. You basically just look around the corner in third person where you're safe, and then pop out when you think you've got a good shot. And in first person shooters, most people kind of do it without being really conscious of it, but I think it's a good advantage to really get the technique down. So here's your corner, here's you, and you don't know if there are enemy around the corner or where they are. If you just run out past the corner and hope that you're going to be quick enough to draw your gun up, they're probably going to get the drop on you. People who are waiting, camping around the corner, have the advantage on the person who is moving around it, especially if they're not ready with the gun and they're surprised. It's a kind of ambush. Even worse, you might run out there and there's even more than one. The odds are definitely not in your favour in this case. Slicing the pie is about aiming your gun at the corner while moving in an arc around it and revealing what is beyond the corner a section at a time. It works because, first of all, your aim is steady and you're ready to shoot at any target that appears. Second of all, you get to see each target individually rather than them seeing you all at once. Where possible, try not to let your weapon peek around the corner before you do. It lets your enemy know where you are. All you have to do is stay just a little bit back from the corner and move around it in a bit of an arc rather than slicing right up against the corner. Sometimes even when you're trying to cut the pie correctly, things can still go wrong. In this case, part of my optics actually covered up the enemy. In fact, in this part of the map, it's probably not a good idea to do this. There are too many hiding spots, it's difficult to see, it's a long kind of open area. And if you slowly peek around, you'll probably get hit. On the other hand, if you're the one ready with your gun trained at the corner and waiting for them to appear around the corner while you're stationary, you have the advantage. Sometimes you and the enemy are both aware of each other, and you know that the first person to peek around is going to get shot. As you're moving around and slicing the pie, your elbow is going to present first, and they can start shooting and probably kill you before you can do much about it. In this case, you probably don't want to slice at all, and you need to find another option, like throwing a grenade or sending someone to flank. Here are a couple of examples showing how bad it can be when people decide they're just going to charge in guns blazing. I've seen doorways be described as vertical coffins because they funnel people through there and the enemy knows that that's the only way you can enter or exit. A lot of people die in real life and in games, in doorways. All of this doesn't mean you're going to move around a corner so carefully every single time. You have to make a judgment call depending on what the objectives are, how much time you've got, what the events are. Sometimes you're just going to run around a corner and take that risk.